Hi, this is Charles Laird with Four Houses Realty, and I'm here with
Dana Fox from Lake Michigan Credit Union.
and I wanted to bring Dana in again just to add some value to our industry in terms of education and the things that we provide. Dana has some cool programs, and we're going to talk today about new construction.
And vacant land.
And vacant land.
Vacant
See, I didn't see
land.
that one coming. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
Well, let's start with vacant land real quick.
Okay.
A lot of people think that they have to pay cash.
Mm.
You don't have to pay cash if you're planning on building your home.
Okay.
You can actually get a mortgage for vacant property with as little as 10% down.
Now, oh wow. Okay. So now, what are the qualifications for the builder? Like, what kind of?
Okay, so we vet the builder.
Okay.
We want to make sure that they don't have any IRS liens,
Mhm.
right? That they pay their trades and their suppliers,
Mm-hmm.
that they've got good references, and that they have a relationship with the title company.
Ah.
There's a lot of, it can go sideways kind of quick.
Okay.
And we want to make sure that all of her ducks are in a row.
Yeah, because ultimately when they're not, the consumer ends up paying the price for that,
and
right?
it can be bad.
So now I do have clients from time to time that are looking to buy a new home.
Yep.
But the market is so tight right now.
It
So those of you who know there's just not a lot of supply out there, and so you can find yourself quickly in a multi-bid situation. Appraisal guarantees, it's probably for every nice house that you see that you love, 10 other people love it. So from a builder's, if we were to look at having a client build a house,
Mhm.
how difficult is it for qualification, getting qualified, and having a house built and all of that? I mean,
All right, so the qualifications are basically the same. Okay, true pre-approval. I'm going to collect their income and their asset documents.
Okay.
I'm going to do a hard pull on their credit. We have to.
Mm-hmm.
And then if they currently own a home and they really don't want to move twice,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to see if we can structure it so that they can stay in their current home and build. All right, so every situation is different.
Okay.
30-year fixed,
Nice.
as little as 5% down.
5% down.
Yeah, and we can roll the vacant lot into the build.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm.
So what about those situations where the builders have their own in-house financing? How do the two come together?
Well, typically if the builder has his or her own in-house financing, they're going to offer kind of incentives. We have a hard time competing with that, to be honest.
Okay.
I will help. I will make sure that they're getting a fair offer, fair deal, but I hate to say it, most of the time it's an end loan,
Mm-hmm.
and we have a hard time competing.
And the one thing that I can see that may be an opportunity and something for you guys to think about is oftentimes they, as realtors, they'll have us bring our buyers in and then they'll have us register, but they like to pretty much drive the whole process. And if you haven't bought new construction before, you'll find out very quickly that everything is a la carte. Everything is a la carte. It's like, here's your house. Oh, okay, well, I want windows. Well, you want windows in that house, it's going to cost you a little bit to have some
Yeah,
windows.
exactly.
You want a door. Oh, we didn't know that. It's going to cost you a little bit more to have a door.
Yeah, so it's very important that you speak to someone with a lot of experience.
Mm-hmm.
Do not sign those contracts.
Right.
Before you step into a builder's model, have Charles with
Yes,
you.
yes.
Do not walk into that builder's model without Charles to lead the way, basically.
Yeah.
That's really important, because if you sign that contract, if you go into the builder's model without representation,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
you are not being represented.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's not,
you're not being represented, and actually it would be like going into a courtroom by yourself, and the people that you're in court against, they have an attorney, they've got, and so you want to have someone advocating for you, because there's a lot of moving parts when it comes to buying any home.
Yep.
So you want to be able to have somebody to help you see around the corners where you can't see.
Yep.
And so what are some of the other common questions that come up around new construction?
Well, again, don't sign anything until you've met with Charles.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of builders will underestimate allowances,
Yeah.
and that's kind of a trick that they have.
Okay, so explain a little bit about.
All right, so you might have in a, let's say, a beautiful custom home, let's say a 3,200 square foot ranch with a walkout.
Mhm.
On the allowance sheet, they may have only listed out $1,500 worth of lighting fixtures. There's no way that you're going to be able to purchase only, there's no way.
Right, because lighting is a lot more expensive than
Oh,
that.
for sure. And
Yeah.
you're going to be at the end of the project and you're going to be like, $1,500, what am I going to have, bare light bulbs?
Right.
Whereas things like that, Charles, you could uncover for them,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
so up front, you'd be able to negotiate that price, that allowance a little higher.
Okay.
Or send that customer to pick out $1,500 worth of light fixtures
Mhm.
and see where they land.
Ah.
And if they're now at, mind you, again, this is prior to signing the contract.
Right.
If they're at $3,000 worth of light fixtures, well, do you increase the bill contract by the $3,000?
Mm.
Or does the customer know, golly, at the end, when it comes time to picking out the lights,
Mhm.
I got to come up with another $1,500 myself.
Yeah.
But they know this going in rather than
Yeah.
at the end when all they want is to get the house finished.
Right.
So
right.
these are the kinds of tips and tricks, years of experience with new construction lending that I can help,
Okay.
and Charles can help you with too.
And
So-
the cool thing about having Dana here is that she's got years of experience with new construction, and she also teaches a continuing education class for NACBOR as well around new construction. So for those of you who are agents and want to sit in on that class is a good place to sit and learn about it. The other thing is, and I guess I'm just kind of thinking out loud here, is that right now it's cold outside. So you have, some builders have spec houses right now that are available.
Yeah.
But to dig in the ground right now, you really can't. So I guess my question is what are builders doing right now? Do you know what their strategy is right now? Because I've been in a situation before where the builder actually wanted the seller to pay for, put a deposit, like a huge deposit on the land before even moving forward. So the reason I bring this up is because sometimes we have buyers that don't have a lot of upfront money, and sometimes the builders will want a substantial deposit before they get started.
All right, so we will actually front the builder 15% of the build costs at our closing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, give them startup costs.
Okay.
And it only takes us 30 to 45 days to get you to the closing table with a new construction contract. So as long as construction hasn't started,
Okay.
and when we go live with the mortgage, and we go live when I have a build contract and final plans, all right, we order the appraisal, we get to the closing table, 40 days, 45 days, however long it takes, and that time the builder is given 15%
Wow.
of the build contract
Okay,
upfront. So that
yeah.
is his startup cost.
Yeah, so, and that's, to me, I think that's going to be really cool too, because again, if you're looking to buy a property and you don't have a ton of startup money that the builder's probably going to ask for from you, this could be a way to
Yep. They probably will want a little bit of money because it does take time and effort to go through, design a house, or maybe redesign a house that he's already designed, and come with numbers and products. He or she might want a little bit of money up front.
Okay.
That would be a deposit,
Mm-hmm.
just like an earnest money deposit you do for a house.
Yep.
And then that deposit would be applied to the down payment.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, is there anything, closing ideas or thoughts you have? Anything that I may have missed? Because we, again, with the market being so tight right now, we are looking for any avenues that we can, that's out there that we can help our buyers find a house.
Well, we could actually lock in the interest rate now.
Oh.
Yeah. So rates are going up.
Rates are going up.
Yep. So we can lock in now, and
Okay.
they're locked in until they want to refinance or until they sell.
Oh. Man.
So we don't have to worry about, what are rates going to be 9 months from now? What are rates going to be 12 months from now?
Yeah.
They're going to be locked in now, and then they're going to be paying interest only on that interest rate during construction.
Okay.
So Yeah, it's a great feature.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's something to consider as well.
Mhm.
If they want to get a hold of you, Dana, how do
Yeah.
they get a hold of you over at Lake
Well,
Michigan?
you can contact Charles, or you can call me at 248-884-6600.
And that's her actual cell phone number.
Yes.
So it sounds like an office number.
Yeah, it's 248-884-6600.
All right, and I'm Charles Lair with Four Houses Realty. My cell phone number is 248-431-0544. You'll probably see it down below. And with that, thank you guys for joining in.
Bye-bye.
Dana, it wasn't recording.
Dang!
Oh my God.
Shoot.